Lillian Escobar.
Good afternoon.
Lillian, you have one speeding ticket on Mount Pleasant Avenue.
I do.
You want to tell me anything about this?
Yeah, first I drive down the street 3 times per day, each day to drop them off at school. That day, the nurse from her school called me saying that she was throwing up and she wasn't feeling good. She had a fever, and I was not thinking straight. I was just trying to get to school, and that's why I got the ticket. I know I don't have it with me, but yeah.
What's your name?
Valerie.
Come up here. Okay, tell us your name again.
Valerie.
And you're in the 4th grade?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
See, she's smart. And what is your favorite subject?
Math.
Math. Now, do you ever think of what you want to do when you get older, when you graduate from college?
I want to be an engineer.
Wow, she's very smart. Now, your mom is charged with speeding, and a machine caught her with speeding on Mount Pleasant Avenue.
Okay.
You're going to be a judge for about a minute, okay? Okay, is your mom guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Not guilty? We have all this evidence here.
She's not guilty because she drives really good, and she doesn't text while drive, and she's really careful
At all times.
at all times.
And so this had to be like an isolated incident in her life.
Yeah.
Okay, no, because this is not something she does ordinarily, right? Mm-hmm. And you can attest to that because you're in the car a lot with her.
Yes.
Okay. And if she ever became reckless, you would tell her, wouldn't you?
Yep.
Well, she's very impressive, this young girl. She's going to be a great scientist. And if you ever change your mind, you might be a great lawyer as well. Well, it's nice meeting you.
It's nice meeting you too.
Taking all those factors into consideration, the matter will be dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Liza Faber. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is one ticket, parking in a tow zone.
Yes, sir.
Were you operating the motor vehicle?
I was.
And is there a handicap certificate? Do you have a handicap certificate?
No, sir. I had circled the block about 3 times. It was a day, on that day there were torrential downpours, and I received an emergency flash flood warning on my telephone.
You received emergency what?
An emergency flash flood warning on my telephone.
Well, I get those all the time.
It was
They're
the first
usually
time
in
for me.
Cheyenne, Wyoming or somewhere. They're not around
They're
here.
not here. But there was 2 or 3 inches of water gushing down the street, and my daughter needed to go into this place, and I wanted to walk her in without slogging her through the water. So I pulled over, I got out, I walked her in. We were not in there for more than 5 minutes. There was no traffic, or I wouldn't have pulled over. And I came out, and there was a ticket on my windshield, and I just couldn't believe it. There was not one person on the street. I went around the street 3 times looking for parking.
Yeah, we have the fastest parking enforcement officers in the country here.
I think you do.
Is this your daughter who's with you this
Yes,
morning?
it is.
Yeah, and
It's my daughter, Molly.
Her name?
Molly.
Hi, Molly.
Hi.
All right. So just let me make sure I get this straight. You were coming into Providence, and you wanted to walk your daughter into an establishment, and so you parked the car. You couldn't find a spot. You circled 3 times.
Yes, sir. It was
And-
pouring down rain. It was a torrential.
And it was pouring rain?
Yes, sir.
All right. And so, I mean, this is such an egregious offense. Do you want to go to the Women or Men's Reformatory? Based on your explanation, which I accept, the matter is going to be dismissed. I don't know what else you possibly could have done under those circumstances. So I think you exhausted all of the options that were available to you, and you chose the best option for you and your daughter.
Thank you so much.
So
I
based on those
appreciate that.
circumstances, the matter is dismissed.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.